Hello, welcome. I just posted to my story that I was live. Let me make sure that it's working on YouTube. I think it's working. It says 8 people are here, but I don't know. I just like to check and make sure.
I think it's working. It says 8 people.
Oh, sorry. Yes, it's working. Perfect. How's everybody doing tonight? Hello, thanks for joining tonight. Hey, how are you? Hello. The laptop is on this box and it's kind of like tipping. So if it's a little shaky, that's why. But I am here. I've had quite a day. I had an interview earlier for a coffee shop. And then straight from there, I had to come home, make dinner. And then now I'm back at my parents' house and we're letting the kitten play with the other 2 kitties. So basically, I adopted 1 kitten and then my mom adopted, or my family, they adopted 2 other kittens and they were all in the same litter. And so we want them to stay friends and stay hanging out. So that's what they're doing right now. They're upstairs. So during some of the sprints, I'll be going and checking on my kitty. But yeah, they're having fun. So that's why I'm back in this location. I should next week be in my new apartment when I'm streaming. We'll see. So yeah, exciting times. Let me pull this up. Hey. Hi, Rye. How are you doing? Hello. Let me know what you all will be reading. So what I will be reading today is Ace of Spades, and it's super good. So let's see. I left the dust jacket. That's a hard word for me to say. I left it at my house, but I absolutely love this writing. It looks so good. And I love how dividing the paragraphs, there's actually spades. I'm going to try to find an example right here. If you can see, there's a little spade dividing up the chapters, which I think is really clever. And I love the inside too. Just the whole aesthetic of this novel is great. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm about, why can I talk? I can't talk today for some reason. I am about 113 pages in. And also, this bookmark is one of my favorite bookmarks. If you can see it, these are actually pressed flowers. And this is by Read by Beth. And she has a bookmark shop called Bookmarked Beth, I think. And I can leave all the information in the description. I think I can link her Etsy shop when we're on our first sprint. But she hand makes these, and these are just absolutely stunning. I love it so much. I love the tassel on it. It's so pretty. So yeah, I'm using this, and I'm really enjoying Ace of Spades. It's much more, I don't know what I was expecting, but it's pretty intense, and I'm really liking it so far. So yeah, I'm going to go catch up on comments now. Yes, the black kittens in the vlog. I love black cats. Me too. So I was so happy to get a black cat because I love Halloween and anything spooky. So getting a black cat just fits my whole aesthetic. So I love that. Hey, how are you doing? I'm good, thanks. Loved Ace of Spades. I have like 15 pages left in Final Girls by Riley Sager. Ooh, I hope you are loving it. Ace of Spades is a beautiful physical book. Yeah, it really is. All the artwork for it and the marketing was so good. Sorry, this that's going on, it's bothering me. I'm going to try during the break finding something that will not rock like this. I'm reading On Birthday, A Twisted Tale by Liz Braswell. Cool. I have no idea what I will be reading, but my dad is reading Enemy of the State. Nice. I'm reading The Haunting of Blackwood House by Darcy Coates. I really still need to read a Darcy Coates really bad. I know so many people on the horror booktube side really, really like Darcy Coates, so I need to read something by her soon. I was supposed to be filming a video for a new series I was very excited to do, but I need more materials, so I'll be editing and I might pick up tiny pretty things. I'm going to be finishing Gender by Meg John Barker and starting Obsession by JLA. Nice. Hello. We are thinking about getting a kitten. Oh, there's so much work, but it's worth it. Like, this kitty is so sweet. She likes following my husband and I everywhere we are. She always has to be with somebody. And so she'll just follow you and look at you and meow. And she also curls up. Like, earlier, a few minutes ago, actually, right before we headed over here, she was sleeping on the bed and she was lying down curled up to us, and it was the cutest thing. But oh, holy cow, she has a lot of energy, like so much energy. And that's why I was like, you need to visit your siblings tonight while I'm doing reading sprints, because you need to get out your energy. Hey, Deja. Hi. So glad I was able to make it. Same here. You have food poisoning. Oh no, why do you have food poisoning? Where did you eat? I got food poisoning years and years ago from Panda Express, and it was the worst thing ever. I hate food poisoning. It's awful. I'm doing good. I have a black cat and he rules our house. Yeah, that's what cats tend to do. Hey, Noelle, how are you? I finished 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle yesterday, 4.5 stars. That's great. That's a great rating. I'm reading Wolf Eater by Anthony Mitchell. I'm going to be reading the 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hugo by Stuart Turton. Awesome. Darcy Coates books. Yeah, I definitely need to read a Darcy Coates book. It's funny. I felt the same way about Grady Hendrix. It took me so long to read a Grady Hendrix book, and I don't really know why, but he's just like such a loved author that I had to pick up Horror Store finally. I've had it since Christmas time, and I was like, I just have to pick it up. And I really, really liked it. There's a vlog about it, actually. I think I posted it yesterday for my second part of Summerween. But Darcy Coates is another author that I've been talking about so long, saying I need to try out her stuff, and I need to. So I will pick something up soon. I'm wrapping up a book review for an ARC, so I'm about to pull a new card for the Tarot Readathon, so I don't know what I'm reading yet. Ooh, you should share what your card is as well as what you decide on. I got horrible food poisoning like 15 years ago from spoiled orange juice. And to this day, I can't stand oranges or orange juice. Oh no, that sounds awful. Ugh, that reminds me. I had a really bad experience once. So I can't have dairy, but back when I could have dairy, I saw this carton of milk and I was like, cool. So I poured myself a glass of milk and I tasted it, and it was the most vile, disgusting thing I honestly think I've ever tasted in my whole life. It was spoiled milk, and it was so gross. Like, I've never tasted anything worse. So yeah, but now I can't even have milk, so it's okay. But that was an awful time. So I don't know if any of you have noticed in my vlogs, sometimes I put clips of me watching Fear Factor, like the OG Fear Factor from the early 2000s, because I like it because it's very nostalgic. Sorry, I'm not in my house and my dad almost came downstairs. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, it's nostalgic for me, and I lost my train of thought. It's nostalgic for me, first of all. It's also hilarious looking back at the times and seeing like the fashion and how people talk back then. And Joe Rogan was just so cringy in that show, like how he narrated stuff, and it's just so amusing. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because there's always this gross section in the middle. They called it like the gross out section. And people either have to do stuff with bugs, like, I don't know, lay in like a coffin of tarantulas or something, or something with snakes is really common too. Like, you have to stick your head in a thing of snakes and do a task, whatever. But the ones where they have to eat stuff, I could never do that. Like, I would 100% rather do like a bug challenge than eating something disgusting. So share your thoughts. If anybody here has seen Fear Factor or it's nostalgic for them, let me know. Because I don't know anybody in like my regular everyday life that I talk to besides my husband and I who are like really amused by Fear Factor. But I don't know, LOL. I think it was the mac and cheese my coworker and I ate from our job. It was in the freezer for forever, and both of our stomachs are not right. So I think it's that. Oof, I'm sorry. Bad cheese is like, it's not fun, not a fun time. My family once ate bad pizza and it has cheese on it and it made them sick. That sucks, Deja. I hope you feel better, Deja. That's really not fun. Fear Factor was like my favorite show as a kid. Me too. That's why I love watching it. Like I loved that show as a kid, but my mom would watch it with me and she would always skip the middle section if it was like something gross, like eating wise. Oh my gosh. So I watch them now and there are some that are just so vile. I just cannot believe anybody would do the challenges. And yeah, so it's a really good show to have on for like mindless show playing because you don't have to think about it, but it's always amusing. Yeah. Thank you, Rye. I'm doing all right, so it's all good. Yeah, I really hope you feel better. That's no fun. I definitely will share. Cool. Yes, Fear Factor. People just talked so different back then. Like they'll say such problematic things and I'm just like, oh my gosh, it was like this in 2000. I guess I can't remember the year it started. It was early 2000s. A lot of the ones I'm watching are like 2004 and 2005. And that's when I was watching it as a kid. Yeah. Anyway, I'm thinking I'll start the sprint in 2 minutes. So it'll be at 15 and we can do a 30-minute sprint. I really love this ambiance, this campground ambiance. It is so relaxing. It makes me want to go camping, except I hate bugs. So camping is fun during the day when I'm like not sleeping in a tent. But as soon as I have to sleep in a tent and there may be like a spider or something in there, I freak out. So I get to enjoy camping through the ambiance, but not actually experience the real bugs right now. I'm starting the Maidens. Ooh, I hope you like it. I really enjoyed it. What are you reading? Ace of Spades. And I'm very, very, very much liking it. I am on chapter 13, and it definitely gives me Gossip Girl vibes. I never actually watched Gossip Girl, but I know the premise, and it's definitely Gossip Girly. It also has a little bit of like a Pretty Little Liars vibe, and I did watch that show and really, really liked Pretty Little Liars. I'm thinking I may rewatch it. We'll see. We'll see. It depends. I have a lot of things that I want to watch and rewatch. I want to rewatch a ton more horror movies that were my favorites. Hey, Gio. Thanks for stopping in. Hi, bestie. You look like Spencer right now. Thank you. I totally forgot that Spencer has bangs. Oh my gosh. I need to rewatch Pretty Little Liars. I don't know. I remember some of it being genuinely scary. Is it just me? Or was it like kind of actually scary? Like there were some things that really freaked me out because it felt like somebody, I don't know, anything about stalkers just feels so realistic. Like someone could definitely be stalking me, you know? And so the whole idea of somebody just stalking your every move and sending you threatening texts, it just hits home. Oh, that's a fact. You do look like Spencer. Thank you. I love that. This is my interview outfit. So I love blazers. I'm super into blazers, like the oversized ones. I want to get more. I was just thinking of rewatching Pretty Little Liars. Is it still on Netflix? I know it was for a while. Let's see. I'll have to check later. Oh, yes. I think I will be reading Kill Creek by Scott Thomas or In the Shadow of Mount Diablo, The Shocking True Identity of the Zodiac Killer. Nice. I actually read Kill Creek. I feel like Pretty Little Liars was very scary in some parts. Yeah, it really was. Definitely. I think they did it well, except it's been so many years since I watched it. I may watch it again and think it's not scary at all, because that can happen for me sometimes too. But I still think the idea of someone stalking you is creepy, for sure. Stalker stories just freak me out. Just like how You is kind of scary. I think for that time, genuinely scary. But if I'm going to rewatch it today, I think it will have, yeah, it's probably not scary. But yeah, it was scary back then when I watched it. That was back when I could find things on like illegal websites. Like now all those websites are sketchy, so I don't use them. But back then I wouldn't give viruses or anything. I would just watch the whole show on a website online, as well as all the movies I watched. Can't remember the name of the thing I used. I love the first seasons. It gets a little too far-fetched towards the end, in my opinion. I have the 8 first books, only read the first 3. Yeah, it did kind of get not as good, and it was very, very repetitive, but I remember liking it for the first couple seasons pretty good. Like, it was pretty well done. I stopped, I think it was the last season. I don't think I ever watched it, where it's like later in time when they're older. So I never watched that, but first couple seasons were really, really good. 60% done with The Maidens. Meh. I hope there's a twist, but it's boring. Okay, yeah, I totally get that. It was a little bit more boring, in my opinion, than The Silent Patient. Like, I was less engaged. But the thing was, I liked the setting more than The Silent Patient. And also, I did like the twist, even if it was like a little bit far-fetched and kind of convenient. I liked the twist. So I rated it a 4.5. And A Silent Patient, I think I gave it 4 stars. I don't know. I'm second guessing the two. Like, which one do I like more? You should watch out. I don't know if you've gotten to this part yet. This is not a spoiler, but there is a connection between the two, which is really cool. So watch out for that, because I love it. I read the Pretty Little Liars series, and I can't stand the show because they're so different. Yeah, I think I almost said watched. I think I did read the first book, and it was very different. Pretty Little Liars had musical episodes and like black and white episodes. Super campy. Yeah, I forgot about that. The vibes in that show were really good. That's like with Riverdale. Like the first season or 2 were like decent, enjoyable, and then season 3 went downhill. I've never tried Riverdale. It doesn't seem like something I would like. Should I try it? I don't know. I feel like I would have liked it if I watched it a couple years ago. Maybe. I don't know. By the way, who in the comments has seen Fear Street? Both of them. Because I have. I watched them. When did I watch it? A couple days ago. I watched the first one and then the second one the exact next day. And I'm still trying to decide which one I officially like better than the other. Because the vibes of the one in the 70s, it was like, I like those vibes better, but I kind of was more interested in the storyline of the first Fear Street installment. I don't know. I'm torn. I'm really torn. Also, Sadie Sink did such a good job, but also like, I don't know. I don't know which movie I like better. It became so bad. Yeah, I probably just won't watch it. The Silent Patient's setting was amazing. Yeah, I like the setting for it too. I'm not saying I didn't like it. I'm just saying I like the setting of The Maidens just a tad bit more because I like when thrillers take place in academic settings. That's just like my very favorite. I don't know what you're referring to. Oh, maybe about Riverdale. Maybe. The vibes in Pretty Little Liars were immaculate. No, Riverdale is no worth it. Is no worth it at all. Yeah. I honestly enjoy Riverdale, but my favorite genre of television is teen drama. Yeah. I remember asking my mom to buy me a black hoodie because I want to be A so bad. I love that. Oh my gosh, you'd make a good A. I love both Fear Street so much. Yeah, I know. I liked them both. I can't decide. Finished all of the Pretty Little Liars books. I read most of Sarah Shepard's books. Will that get me canceled? Has she been canceled? I don't follow her. Really. I haven't thought about Pretty Little Liars in a long time. I only really think of the series. The 70s one got bizarre. The music in both were awesome. Yes, I really love the music in both of them. I find that kind of music way more fun than the kind of music that's played in movies today. Movies today just have a much more, maybe I'll get canceled for this, but I think they're much more boring. Like I like the orchestration that was used in the older movies. So I love the music. I love the like retro aesthetic. I know people were criticizing it, at least when I looked it up. They were saying it wasn't like really actually the vibes of like the 90s and the 70s, but I wasn't alive in the 70s, so I can't really speak of that. And then the 90s, I was so young. I don't really remember the 90s. I don't know. So that part didn't bother me, but I think people who lived during those times, it bothered them more. But yeah, I liked the gore better in the 70s one. And I also agree with this, though, that it got kind of bizarre. I think that's maybe why I didn't like it as much. It just got too wild for me I don't know how to articulate my thoughts. I don't know. It got too much. Does that make sense? I don't know. Is she problematic? No, just super cheesy plots. Okay. I read The Heiresses by Sarah Shepard and thought it was meh. Yeah. I can't speak on this because I don't know. She writes teen drama mysteries. Yeah, I feel like I don't think I like the Pretty Little Liars book as much as the show. Maybe that's a bad opinion to have, but I preferred the show, and I didn't keep reading them. All right, well, now it's 7:22, so I think I'm going to wait like 3 minutes, and then we can start reading for a half hour. That way it is, more even. I actually watched Scream for the first time. I talk about it. Oh, shoot. Okay. So many things. So I hadn't watched Scream before, which is wild because everybody I feel like has seen Scream. So I decided to watch it during Summerween, and I played it in the morning. I was kind of having a bad day and I was kind of sad, and I was like, what can I turn on to make my day better? Oh, I'll watch a horror movie at like 10 a.m. So I watched Scream, and then I recorded my thoughts on it, and then I forgot to put that clip in my vlog. This was in my second Summerween vlog, so I posted it yesterday. But I talked about Scream and like how much I liked it, and then I forgot to put that clip in my vlog as well as a few other clips. So I also forgot to put the clip of sharing my whole Summerween bullet journal. I just showed part of it. So I was really bummed. I've never done that before where I forget clips in my vlogs, but yeah. Anyway, I really liked Scream, and I liked having just seen Scream watching the first Fear Street because it was so inspired by Scream, so that was fun. Okay, let's catch up. Oh yeah, the ideas, the books aren't that bad. The execution, though, is very average. I have the Elizas by her on my TBR. I don't have great expectations. Thoughts on NDA? That's the other clip I forgot. I'm so mad. So I was reading again in the midst of Summerween. I was reading and I watched the premiere of NDA, and I recorded my reaction right after, and I forgot to put that clip in my vlog. I can't believe I left out so much. I'm just like, too much is going on in my life right now. I'm not very organized. So thoughts on NDA. I talk about it in the vlog clip that I forgot to put in, but I'll share my thoughts here at least, and I'll probably talk about it later. It was so good. Like I've never watched a premiere of a song before. So I was really excited to be watching the premiere. The music video was so good, and I am always impressed with Billie's music videos. She just is a badass. Like when she had that spider in her mouth, I was like, whoa. And then with the cars driving at her, I was like, whoa. I sound really non-descriptive right now. But yeah, loved it. I don't know, all of her songs are such an experience to me. They're very sensory, if that makes sense. So like, I think she has synesthesia. I think that's how you say it, where when you hear music or something, it's like you imagine colors and stuff. So it's very like, what's the word? Like, I just feel her music different than I feel other people's music, other artists. So yeah, I really loved it. It was really good. The production is always so good on her music too. I love the Scream movies. They're so good. I want to watch the rest of them now. I also have never seen Scream or I Know What You Did Last Summer. I know, I haven't seen I Know What You Did Last Summer. I haven't seen so many of the classic horror movies, and I really, really need to catch up on them and actually watch them because they're so fun and like they're not scary to me, but they're fun. So I think the reason why I never watched like all of those classic ones is because I really wanted to be scared out of my mind when I was watching horror movies in high school, which is when I started watching horror. And so whenever I would look up like what are the scariest movies of all time, those like slasher ones were never on there because, at least in my opinion, and I think in a lot of people's opinions, the campy ones, they're not like terrifying, you know? Whereas when I was wanting to watch horror, I really wanted to be terrified out of my mind. So I would watch like, you know, The Conjuring or Hereditary, those kind of movies, which are really good. But I still want to go back and watch a ton of those classic horror. I had seen, what's it called? Which ones had I seen? I saw Friday the 13th. I saw Halloween. I saw Nightmare on Elm Street. I need to see Friday the 13th. I saw Halloween, Psycho, Jaws. I guess Jaws is not necessarily horror, but Rear Window. I feel like I'm missing some because I'm on the spot. But hi, I'm a little late, but I'm here. Hey, how are you doing? Ma'am, I need to pull my card. Can we start the sprint? Sorry, I got sidetracked on horror movies. Yes, we'll start as soon as I catch up. OMG, Scream is one of my favorites. Scream is so good. The music video made the song. Couldn't care less about the song, but the video, oh my God, you couldn't care less? Man, that's sad. I don't know how she gets ideas. I had no idea she has synesthesia. That's wild. Yeah. I haven't seen I Know What You Did Last Summer, but I want to read the book before I watch it. Yeah, that's a good guide. Okay, I will pull up the screen and then we can start. Welcome back, everyone. How was everyone's reading? I read about 20 pages. So now I'm in the middle of chapter 15, I believe. Oh no, middle of chapter 14. For about 10 minutes, I went upstairs, checked on the kittens. They're playing all together, all three of them. And they're being very cute. And yeah, they're playing upstairs. So that was cute. And then I found some orange soda, and then I thought I brought it down with me, and then I looked for it and couldn't find it. So that's my update of everything that happened. I linked the Etsy shop that this bookmark is from. If anybody just joined, it is one of my favorite bookmarks ever. It's handmade and it's pressed flowers. Beth does a bunch of different ones like this. She also has like a splattered blood one, which is cute as well if you want something spooky. But yeah, it's really gorgeous and I love looking at it, and I love this tassel. So also, if anybody is joining, I am reading Ace of Spades and I'm really liking it so far. It's pretty long though. It's like 400 pages, I think. Yeah, it's almost 400 pages. Oh no, it's I don't know, it doesn't matter. It's like 415. So that's a lot of pages for a book like this. Okay, I'm going to catch up. Oh, you're fine. No one ever has to apologize for being late. I totally get it. Scream 4. Yeah, I'm excited. I need to watch the whole series as soon as possible. Oh, I like your little black cat in the profile picture. I had to feed the cats and do some other things, so I switched to an audiobook of Phoenix and Ashes by Mercedes Lackey. I wonder how big my kitten is going to get. I'm not sure. Her mom was pretty small, so right now she only weighs like 2 pounds, so she's so light. She's only 2 months old. Okay, I pulled the 10 of Wands, which is read a book about a character carrying a heavy burden or going through a lot, and I chose Jar of Hearts by Jennifer Hillier. Cool. I've only read Wonderland by Jennifer Hillier, and I wanted it to be scarier, so I was disappointed because it takes place at this creepy amusement park. But it was more just detective-y and less creepy amusement park, if that makes sense. Like, there weren't enough scary scenes in it that I was looking for. But it still was a good book. It was a good detective mystery. Got to another 5 edited video done. Nice. That's my shadow. He's about 12 pounds and 12 years old. Oh, I doubt my cat is going to get that big. So cute, though. She's kind of fuzzy. Her mom has like medium fur length. So we'll see. We'll see what she looks like when she's an adult cat. I just am looking forward to her having a little bit less energy because it feels like I have a baby, literally, because I'm constantly watching her when she's out of her cage because we're trying to introduce her and our bunny that we have right now. And obviously the bunny is a prey animal and the cat's a predator. So we're introducing them, but I'm always having to watch just to make sure she's, I don't know. I'm watching their dynamic. I think they'll be fine, and the bunny doesn't really seem scared of the cat so far, and the cat is kind of hesitant. She still is really interested in the bunny and wants to play with him, though. So we'll see. I think it's good. That's why we specifically got a kitten, so the cat would mix with the bunny better. But still, I'm constantly watching her. So when she finally falls asleep, I feel like I have a napping baby because then I can actually get things done. But when she's awake, we're still training her on like, don't jump on the table, don't do this. And so she's a little devil for sure. Yeah, Haley from Haley Hughes thinks I'm really going to like it. And I actually like detective perspectives, which I think one of them is. Yeah, you'll like it, I'm sure, if it's a detective perspective and you enjoy that. I'm just not as into detective perspectives personally. So I think that's another reason why I didn't like it as much, because it was from a detective. Is the bunny litter box trained? Yes, my rabbit Felix is litter box trained. He never goes outside his litter box, but sometimes his little like bunny poops get out of the litter box, like in his area. But he uses it. I think it's from him like jumping and they just kind of fly because he's a bunny. But the cat's very interested in them, which is, oh, that kitty. She's a crazy one. My other cat is Copper, Ginger, Classic, Tabby, and 16 pounds. He's a chonk. Wow, he is a chonk. Wow. I got 36 pages read of Kill Creek. That's awesome. I'm pretty sure there's 2 to 3 perspectives, and there's a serial killer, which is fun. Yeah, that does sound fun. Maybe I would have liked that book better than Wonderland, honestly. I thought Wonderland had a lot going for it, but it was just disappointing. Like it wasn't exactly what I wanted, if that makes sense. That is amazing. I did not know a bunny could be litter box trained. Yeah, they're pretty easy to litter box train. You just have to make sure that they're spayed or neutered. And that really takes care of it. They pretty much just go in their litter box after that. You don't really have to work on it. You just provide them with a nice litter box. And yeah, the rest is kind of taken care of. So my bunny is 4. I can't believe he's already 4. I got him so long ago, but he's so sweet. But the kitty is taking up a lot of the bunny's time, which I feel bad. Once I'm fully comfortable with them together, then it'll be easier to give them both a ton of attention. It's just right now I have to be watching the cat a little more just to make sure the kitty will not attack the bunny. So yes, I am babysitting a lot. I wish I could bring her down and show you guys her. She's so funny. She's so little. She's a tiny, almost said bunny, a tiny, tiny kitten. And my bunny is bigger than her right now, which is good. That way she's kind of a little intimidated by him. I'm really liking Ace of Spades. I really want to keep reading this and finish it. I think I could finish it tomorrow if I sat down and really read it. We'll see. I usually can't read books in one day unless that's like all I'm doing. I guess I did read Survive the Night in pretty much one day. But if I were to read a book in a day, I feel like I would need to turn an audiobook on because my eyes get tired if I'm reading a really, really long time or I just can't concentrate. So audiobooks are super helpful for me when I need help getting through a book. So maybe I'll do the audiobook so I can finish this all tomorrow. And then I have to get back to reading It because I've taken a few weeks off of it because of Summerween and also just all the moving and everything. But I want to finish It because I believe I'm going to be doing a live show with Alicia Guzman. So that'll probably be in a month or so. But yeah, I have to finish It. There's so many books I really want to get to. I just got The Taking of Jake Livingstone, and I'm really excited to read that one. It came on release date, which was yesterday. Is it Livingstone or Livingston? I think it's Livingston. I had to look up. I don't know why I said Livingstone, but yeah, I got that one and I'm really excited to read that. I pre-ordered it back in February, I believe. And so I really want to read that. And then I have some other books on my TBR that I'm really excited to get to. So yeah, I'm also thinking I may want to read some of the Goosebumps books because I never did when I was a kid. So that might be fun. OMG, you're reading It. Also, hi, just got here. Hey, yes, I'm reading It, and I took a long break from it. So I read it for like a week, and then I put it down for, I want to say like almost a month, and now I'm going to finish it. Here's to reading It, girl. You need to just buckle down and finish that bad boy. Yeah, I do. I definitely do. I'm still reading it because I haven't picked it up in weeks because I took a break. So yes, I definitely need to finish it. And I'm really enjoying it. I think it's just the sheer size that's overwhelming. But I'm loving it so far. I love the atmosphere. I like Stephen King's writing in this one. It does get a little wordy sometimes, but it's better than some other books I read by him with how wordy he can get, especially Salem's Lot. He got very, very wordy about the whole entire town. Yeah, so I'm going to finish it. I promise. It's a really good horror book to read in the summer. I really need to read it. Yes, I read It during quarantine last year. It took me like 3 months. It is so, so long. Yeah, the content of the book is just a lot. Yeah, it is. And I know about that end scene. I'm not a fan that happens in the end scene. If you know, you know. But I think it's kind of an essential horror read for me because, I've wanted to read it for years and years, and I figured now's the time. So I'm doing a vlog for it as well. So yeah, I have a lot of fun stuff I'm planning on reading. Yes, for sure. Okay. Are you all ready for another sprint? Is it too soon? Or are we good? I want to read again. I'm enjoying my book. If you're new, let me know what you're reading right now. And this needs to be the last sprint, unfortunately, for tonight. Usually I try to do at least 3 sprints, but this is going to have to be the last sprint. So I liked it, but I just can't stand how long his stuff is. It gets to be so annoying. It puts me off his work. Yeah, same. I don't know why it has to be that long. I will say every perspective in it seems important so far. I think I'm only like 10% through the book. But everybody I'm interested in, I just wish he condensed the chapters more, if that makes sense. Like, I want to learn about all the perspectives, but I just want them to be shorter. But all the perspectives seem important to the story. Misery is really good, one by him. I have an unpopular opinion. I did not like Misery. I really didn't. It was okay. I see what the appeal for Misery is, but I don't know. I just much prefer the movie Misery over the book. I thought Kathy Bates did an exceptional job, and yeah, I just prefer it. I'm reading Miracle Creek by Angie Kim. Awesome. Misery is actually on the shorter side for him, so I think that one might be worth checking out if you're interested in trying his writing. Yeah, it's pretty short. There's clips or snippets from the book he's writing, and it's very, very boring. The book he's writing, I do not care about. I did not care. I should have just skipped those parts. I read it, and it was okay. I liked the movie more. Yeah, the movie was really good. Hey, how are you doing? The movie was so good. I need to rewatch that. I remember watching it years and years ago and being so disturbed by the leg scene. And yeah, in the book, it's even worse what happens. And I was not prepared for how disturbing that would be, which is funny because I'm usually fine with disturbing content. But for some reason, the way that scene was described in Misery, some of the torture scenes, they were just too much for me. Like, I felt so disturbed and grossed out because it was so... Here's the thing, for me, like torture, that kind of stuff, reading about it, it feels almost like medical, if that makes sense. Like, it feels different than gore. So the stuff in Misery was just very like, he described it so graphically, I guess. I don't know. It's not even the fact that it was graphic. Whatever was happening in Misery, like that scene, if you've read it, you know, like it just felt so real and so horrifying. And it's like, amputation is like one of my worst fears. So that just like bothered me. Does that make sense? Like, it was just so disturbing. So yeah. Hey, Cammie, how are you? Hi, Marcy. Yeah, that scene. Oh, I can never unhear or see or anything the book scene. Also the lawnmower scene. I will never read Stephen King. Yeah. He's just not for some people. That makes so much sense. I totally get that, OMG. King is good at the gross out. His short story, The Mangler, also made me sick to my stomach when I read it. Ooh, The Mangler. I don't think I've heard of that one. Yeah, his writing style is just the gore. He just does it in a different way than some people. I feel like the way he writes gore is just intense. So yeah, anything medical, like I can't even watch Grey's Anatomy or any surgery, or I don't know, like I can watch gore. I can't watch torture or surgery. Like, it's just connected in my brain. Like, the human centipede is my worst nightmare. Like, I can't watch that. Like, too much. Too much for me. not horror, but 11/22/63 is so good. I've heard it's so good, and I want to read it, but it's so darn long. Again, like what I was saying with Stephen King. I don't know. I think I just need to buckle down and finish it. I'm sure I'm going to love it. I just had to take a break, I needed a break. It was kind of a lot to be reading for a move. I thought it was a really good idea. I was like, oh, I'm moving. What a great read. But I feel like in it, I really have to concentrate. I always feel like I have to really concentrate in Stephen King books, whereas in other books, I can kind of like be more passive with it. So I think that's another reason why I just needed a break, I got distracted for a sec, watch Love Island, but we're not going to talk about it. I recommend Summer of the Night by Dan Simmons. It is a great coming of age horror. Cool. I need to read 11/22/63. Summer of Night is the best. I need to check out all of these books. I have a never-ending TBR. So many books I want to read, and I'm not a fast reader. And I can consume a little faster when I'm listening to audiobooks, but still I can't listen to them really, really fast. And so I have a never-ending TBR. There's so many books I want to get to, and I'm not sure when I'll be able to get to them. I'm sure everybody can relate, though, with a never-ending TBR. Laundry drying and folding machine gets possessed by a demon. It's in his anthology, Night Shift. Ooh, I want to read Night Shift. That's the first anthology I want to read by him. I need to read 11/22/63. Same. I know. It's just like the more I hear people recommend books and talk about them, the more I want to read them, and the more I want to read. And then the more overwhelmed I get, because I'll be like, that sounds so good, but then I want to read this and this and this and this. So I didn't even do a TBR video this month. I just was like, I'm not going to worry about a TBR video because I never follow them anyway. I like making TBR videos, and I always say I'm probably not going to follow it, but this month it was too much. Next month I'll make a TBR, but yeah. I think I was just scarred by him when I was younger, like 4th grade, because my friend made me start his mini-series Rose Red, and I hated it. Yeah, his writing just is not for everyone. It's very, very wordy. There was a part in it that drove me insane. He literally talked about the medicine cabinet and what's in a medicine cabinet for like a good couple minutes. And I was like, I don't need to know every single medication that's in this character's medicine cabinet. I just don't know. And then he was like, he was trying to make a point, right? He was trying to make a point that this person has so much medication and it tells a lot about the person that he has like everything in there. But it was like, you can just say that, like, you don't have to read off all the names of every single prescription drug you have in your or in your cabinet. I don't need that, Stephen King. I'm sorry, I don't. Yeah. I will say Gerald's Game was a very good book by Stephen King, and the movie adaptation was really, really good as well. And it followed it pretty well. Yeah, I think it did follow it pretty well. I'm trying to think if they deviated at all. I don't think, but I could be wrong. I haven't read it in a few years. I add something new to my TBR probably every day. It's overwhelming. Yeah, I understand that. I got the Final Girls Support Club today, and I love the multimedia format. Ooh, I need to read that one so bad. I need to read all of Grady Hendrix' books. I think I'm going to do the Southern Book Club's Guide first, and then maybe Final Girl Support Club. I don't know. Let me know which one you think I should read first. I loved Horror Store. It was so fun. I wish I could re-experience that book. It was a really fun time. I read it for Summerween. Eddie's Medication. Yeah, that scene just went on too long. I did not know it had multimedia. Yeah, I didn't either, actually. I complain about super descriptive novels, but King can describe how he shits, and I'll want to read it. That's funny. I read Gerald's Game too young. I tried it in middle school, so the beginning really put me off. Ooh, yeah. His books are adult books for sure. My Best Friend's Exorcism is 10 out of 10. Yeah, I want to read that one too. I want to read all Grady Hendrix. And I just am constantly in awe of the aesthetics of his books and his concepts. But I need to read more. I love Grady Hendrix so much, I would read him in pub order. Yeah, maybe I should do that. I think I should. Definitely Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires is my favorite. The concept sounds so fun. Every time I hear anyone talk about it, I'm like, I need to read that book. And the cover is so cute. I love that cover so much. And the concept, again, I could say this about all his books. The concept sounds amazing. Okay. Marcy, I didn't get to watch your vlog yet on Final Girls Support Club. Did you like it? Yes, that vlog is in my watch later, along with my 300 I have like 300 videos in my watch later. It's so bad. I'm so behind on watching YouTube videos. I'm so behind. I need to catch up very soon. But I've accepted the fact that I will probably always be behind, unfortunately. Oh no, you were disappointed? That's a bummer. I know some people were disappointed by Survive the Night, but I was not. I loved Survive the Night. A Southern Book Club is a beautiful physical book. Absolutely beautiful. I know, it's stunning. My husband got it for me for my birthday, and I was so excited when I opened the package and saw that one. I was like, yes, I'm so excited. I think, yeah, in my vlog I posted today, I have an unboxing. It's just like a little section over music where I unbox the stuff I got for my birthday, and it's on there, and it's just so gorgeous. Had to go do something, but I finished my book. Nice. I have like 40 videos on my watch later. I have like literally 300, I think. I really like Survive the Night as well. I'm glad. It was really good. I have probably over 250 in my watch later. I think I need to go through and literally declutter my watch later. I need to spring clean, because sometimes I'll watch videos in my watch later and forget to take them off my watch later. So they're just sitting there cluttering things, you know? So I think that's part of the reason why I have so many in my watch later. And then another reason, of course, is just because I'm busy, but that's everyone, right? I'm so behind on videos. I have so many people I need to catch up on. Me too. I definitely liked Final Girl Support Group more than Survive the Night. Oh no. I'm so sad. I hope I like it. I have 550. Wait, sorry. I totally read that comment and didn't process it. You have 550? Oh no. Cozy Mystery Books. Erin. Yes, Cozy Mystery Books. Oh wait, this person is a bot. I have not seen a Bakar assist in a while in my streams. Okay, I think I'm going to do the last sprint now. So I'm going to start that, and happy reading. Hello, welcome back. I read some more. I checked on the kitten again, and yeah, I had a good time. The action is picking up. I'm about to hit part 2 of this book, and I believe there are 4 parts. So I'm excited. Maybe there's only 3. I'm not sure. I don't want to look ahead too much and get anything spoiled for me, but I'm really liking it. I think I left off here. Also, a winter haunting follows another boy from summer of night. How fun it is just starting to rain here. I'm glad it started raining for you. That's nice. I love rain ambiance. It's probably my favorite. I really like fire ambiance as well, but I think my absolute favorite is rain, then like fire and ocean. I don't know. I can't choose. I really love a lot of different ambiances. Yeah. Oops, I'm pulling this out. I think that was my last sprint for tonight. I usually like doing 3, but I have to go a little bit earlier today. But thank you all for joining and participating. I hope you all had a nice time and enjoyed the ambiance. Next week, I will be trying to come up with a really good ambiance that's maybe a little bit different than what we've done so far. So yeah, a lot of the ambiances are kind of similar though, but I'll try to change it up. So yes. Well, I hope everybody has a good night, and I'm going to sign off now. Bye.